Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for City of Greensboro news and information. There's still time to complete an online community survey to offer input in the city's search for the next Greensboro police chief. The survey, which is open through Friday, September 30th, includes topics such as key issues facing the police department, top priorities for the new police chief, and community policing, just to name a few. The results of the survey will be tabulated and shared by the consulting group Developmental Associates. The online survey is in addition to 3 public input sessions, which will take place at times and locations intended to be convenient to most schedules. Stay tuned. Those details will be released as soon as the dates, times, and locations are confirmed. Greensboro Police Chief Brian James retired from the department in May. He joined GPD in 1996 and served as the police chief since February 2020. If you are a job seeker or interested in working for the public sector, the City of Greensboro is hosting a Job Readiness Fair. The event will take place in person on Tuesday, October 4th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Barber Park Event Center. Human Resources is eager to fill a variety of vacant positions. Job fair attendees can complete an application, be interviewed, and possibly offered a job on site. Meet with the hiring managers and embark on an exciting career in either the field operations or water resources departments. Representatives from NC Works will also be available to assist with the application process. The Barber Park Event Center is located at 1502 Barber Park Drive in Greensboro. To review the job openings in advance of the job fair, please visit the city's website. Members of the small business community with an emphasis on minority and women-owned businesses are the guests of honor for Minority Enterprise Development, or MedWeek. This year's event will take place on Wednesday, October 5th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Colonnade at the Revolution Mill. Admission is $25 and includes lunch. The 2022 Minority Enterprise Development Week event activities include presentations by Boom Supersonic, the National Institute of Economic Development, and the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. Remarks will be delivered by Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughn. There will be networking opportunities and an awards luncheon recognizing the MWBE Community Legacy Trailblazer. Sponsor booths will also be on display. Seating is limited as a COVID precautionary measure. MedWeek is made possible in partnership between City of Greensboro, Guilford County, UNC Greensboro, and the City of High Point. The Colonnade at the Revolution Mill is located at 900 Revolution Mill Drive. Reserve your seat today by registering online. Cone Health has partnered with the city to share a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Following these tips is an easy way to help each of us improve our quality of life. Let's take a moment to check out today's news for your health.
When it comes to healthy eating, small changes can make a big impact on your health. Do you know what they are? Instead of using white refined flour for your baked goods, breads, and breakfast foods like pancakes and waffles, would be using whole wheat flour. It's going to have more fiber, which keeps you fuller and more satisfied, and it's going to have more minerals and vitamins as well. To add on to that, you can incorporate dried oats or flaxseed meal, hemp seed, chia seed. All of those are going to provide the same benefits, and you can use them in place of breadcrumbs. For your baked goods, in place of chocolate chips or candies, try dried fruits like these dried apricots. Dried cranberries or raisins could be used as well, or you could use nuts like walnuts, almonds, or pecans. Instead of butter, shortening, or animal fat, try heart-healthy oils. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, sesame oil. There's many out there on the market. It's specifically for baking though, you could replace the butter, shortening, or oil with an even lower calorie option that adds a hint of sweetness, by using mashed bananas or unsweetened applesauce. Instead of using salt, experiment with herbs and spices for flavor. Many of us mindlessly add salt to foods before we even taste them, and herbs and spices will open up a whole new world of options. Many of them have great health qualities that promote long life and well-being. Mindfulness can be used in many different aspects of your life. For mindful eating, this means paying attention to what is going into your body, what is on your plate, how it tastes, how it smells, where it came from, and practicing mindful eating can get you better at listening to those hunger and fullness cues your body is giving you. Here are some tips to help you get started. Turn off the TV and other distractions. Research shows you eat about 14% more when you're watching TV while eating. Same thing goes for eating in front of your desk at work, checking emails, multitasking, eating in the car when driving, or with your phone or tablet in front of you at the dinner table. So put away the distractions and focus on what is on your plate. Savor that first bite. Eating really is meant to be an experience. Savoring your first bite is going to help you get more enjoyment and satisfaction out of your meal and snack time. This means you have to take your food and put it on a plate or in a bowl where you can see it. No eating out of the box or out of the bag. You're gonna eat more that way. Slow down when eating. If we're eating quickly, it does not give our stomach time to send the signals to our brain that we're full, and we often end up overeating. By slowing down, we can again get those hunger and fullness cues more clearly, and you can do this by putting your fork down between bites, sipping water between bites, and aiming for meals to last between 20 and 30 minutes. So I hope you got some great ideas for our healthy alternatives that you can use this year. For more information, visit conehealth.com/healthy eating. I'm Kate Watts.
The Greensboro Fire Department invites the community to participate in Fire Prevention Month, and the polls are open for participatory budgeting. We'll have those stories and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The Greensboro Fire Department invites you to participate in Fire Prevention Week, Monday, October 8th through Friday, October 14th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Participants will receive a discount at the Greensboro Science Center for participation in fire safety education. The national theme is Fire Won't Wait, Plan Your Escape. The event will take place at the Greensboro Science Center located at 4301 Lawndale Drive. There will be an appearance by Sparky the Fire Dog and prize giveaways. A Fire Prevention Week kickoff event will take place on Saturday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Home Depot located at 4425 West Wendover Avenue. This event will include food trucks, fire trucks, police cars, and games. It's election season again in Greensboro. Make your way to a computer or mobile device so you can cast your vote. Residents ages 14 and older can help decide how to spend $500,000 of the city's budget by voting in Participatory Budgeting, or PB Greensboro. Voting is open until Saturday, October 15th on the PB Greensboro website. Ballots are available in English and Spanish. PB Greensboro is a democratic process designed to allow residents to decide how to use public funding on projects or programs within their city council district. Since its inception in 2014, residents have voted to fund more than 70 projects around the city. This year, community volunteers helped turn 200+ ideas submitted by residents into 32 proposed projects that will appear on the ballot. This year's proposed projects include street sign toppers to identify historic neighborhoods, bus shelters, water bottle filling stations, outdoor fitness equipment, teen programs, recreation center improvements, kayaks, and benches, just to name a few. For more information, contact Leela Lewis, PB's Community Outreach Coordinator, at 336-373-2406. The Trotter Active Adult Center will host an open house and wellness fair for residents ages 50 and older. The event will take place from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Tuesday, September 20th. Admission is free. Tour Greensboro's newest active adult center, use the fitness equipment, participate in various exercise demos, and meet health and wellness vendors. This event will offer healthy snacks, prize giveaways, and door prizes. Flu shots and collection of expired medication will also be available on site. The Trotter Active Adult Center is located at 3906 Batula Street. For more information, call 336-373-2927 or visit the city's website. In other open house news, the Planning Department is hosting 2 open houses as part of the continuing East Gate City Boulevard plan. Both meetings are from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Windsor Recreation Center on Tuesday, September 27th and on Thursday, September 29th. Drop in at your leisure to participate in group activities. City staff will be on hand to answer questions and discuss the project. Windsor Recreation Center is located at 1601 East Gate City Boulevard. For more information, visit the city's website or call Senior Planner Hart Crane at 336-373-2748. College campuses are abuzz with students returning for the fall semester, but certain practices can cause fires in a dorm or apartment. Coming up after the break, we'll share some tips for staying safe on and around campus. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Greensboro is unique in the sense there is a total of 7 colleges and universities within the city limits. That equates to more than 70,000 students, and with that comes potential hazards. Joining me now to talk about the importance of staying safe on and off campus is Dee Shelton. She is the Fire and Life Safety Educator for the Fire Department in Greensboro. Hello, Dee. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks, Carla.
Good to see you, as always. Now, college is back in session. We've got students just abuzz everywhere you look. With all the hazards associated with a dorm or any apartment housing, how can a new college student and their parents know that they have found a safe place?
First of all, there is the Center for Campus Fire Safety, who has worked on a collaborative effort with like your NFPA and all your various fire safety type organizations. And they've come up with a program called See It Before You Sign It. And this is just a program where you are actually going to the property. You're looking at everything that's involved with it. Sometimes the real estate agent or the management people, you know, they're showing you different or various things that are exciting about the location. But some things that you need to look at, you definitely want to look for those smoke and carbon monoxide alarms, making sure that they're in date, and we'll talk about that. Making sure exits are not blocked, making sure that windows work properly, that you can open it and get out the window and that doors will close like they should. Looking for 2 ways out of every room and out of that residence. And then having fire drills and fire escape plans ready when you look at that. Is there a way that we can do this? Looking for that safe route.
Okay. Would it make sense to expect sprinklers when some of these facilities are a little older?
In some of your more modern, maybe your apartments and things, that's a very good possibility. And the newer they are, the higher the possibility of having sprinklers. They're definitely a plus. In a lot of your houses, that's not going to be the case.
Okay. So what are some of the most common causes of fires in your off-campus housing?
Well, much like home, cooking comes in there at number 1 always. We're still at around 87% of the cooking fires in the college or the campus type areas, most commonly unattended. And it could be that you were tired when you came in, maybe you'd been enjoying the evening a little much, had a few drinks, or you were just sleepy, or maybe you got busy and forgot. But you want to make sure that you're staying with what you're cooking. Another issue was candles. You know, in a regular dorm, candles are not permitted anyway.
Right.
A safer option to that would be those wax warmers, where it's a little light bulb, 4 to 25 watts. If you leave a light on, no big deal.
Yeah.
Leaving a flame, that's a big deal. And then, of course, smoking. Discarded cigarettes, not discarded properly. If you're smoking, go outside, and then make sure that you've got a little container with some sand in it, no trash. We want sand, dirt, that you can extinguish that cigarette safely.
Okay, now college students like those incense sticks. Are those safe? Because you do have to light those up.
I'm not a fan of the incense. If they fall off, now we've got an issue. We've got an open burning going on there. And I spoke with a lady today, and she didn't think about the fact that the incense, it was stuck between a box and a dresser. And if it had burned all the way down, she said, but when it gets here, it stops burning. Well, no, that's wood. What do we put on a campfire? Wood. It will burn as well. And then the ashes that are dropping off, it could be an ember. I'm not a big fan. I just prefer the candle or the wax warmers instead.
Now, I was a little guilty of the next one, bringing way too much stuff to campus when I moved out of my parents' home. Are there hazards that can be created if you don't have adequate storage for all your personal stuff?
It can be, and that's always tough too. And people are looking at, oh, let me put it under the stairwell. Stairwell is one of the most common places that we look to store things, but it's not a good idea, and it can get you in trouble with the inspector because anything that we put under the stairwell, if it's combustible, if the fire is downstairs and it burns those items, it can also burn the steps above it, which now has just gotten rid of the way out for the people upstairs. Yes. So you have to be very careful with how you're storing and what you're storing.
And people aren't envisioning the fire when they don't see it, so that's a good point. Now, what's your best life safety tip to give students who want to move out of the dorm and go off campus?
Definitely making sure, because it is the landlord's responsibility to have smoke and carbon monoxide alarms present, making sure that not only are they working, just because they beep, we know that it doesn't always work. Look at that date. The date on the back stamped on from the manufacturer is the date that it was manufactured. Add 10 years to that and that tells you when it expires. Make sure you've got them.
Okay, well once again, Dee, your information is timely as the students just returned to campus. Always looking forward to your next segment and your life-saving tips.
Thanks.
Thank you. Stay tuned for some interesting and useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact you and our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The City Council has resumed meeting in the Katie Dorset Council Chamber on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. The public is allowed in person, but only in a limited capacity. Those who choose not to be in the building can participate virtually. The Greensboro City Council meetings are broadcast right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. If you have a talent for creating murals, here is an opportunity to design and install a spray-painted mural on the exterior of the Peeler Recreation Center. The selected artist will receive a contract for $12,000 to cover all materials and artist fees. The deadline to apply is 5 p.m. on Saturday, October 1st. This mural project is part of the Peeler Community Park Plan approved by City Council in 2019 and the Outdoor Recreation Legacy Program grant awarded to Peeler. The mural will be installed on the 7-paneled wall facing Phillips Avenue. A community stakeholder committee will provide support to the project, including selection of the artist. The committee includes residents who live near the Peeler Recreation Center and members of the Greensboro Cultural Affairs Commission. Through a range of programs, services, and partnerships, Creative Greensboro supports the development of a vibrant city. For more information and to apply for the mural project, visit the city's website. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight, but first, let's see how the city of Greensboro celebrates diversity in the workplace.
Equity and inclusion are vital for the City of Greensboro's ability to grow and innovate in such a fast-changing environment. One Greensboro is a monthly show that highlights some of the ways the Office of Equity and Inclusion honors the observances listed on our Heritage Calendar and spotlights a City of Greensboro employee in a segment we call The One. These observances are an integral part of the National Equal Employment Opportunity and Civil Rights Program and encourage us to live as one people, one community, one Greensboro.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Police Department invites the community to partner with the Watch Operations Division for a sleeping bag donation drive. These sleeping bags will be distributed this fall to those experiencing homelessness. Residents and community groups can donate to the Friends in Need Fall Sleeping Bag Drive until Friday, September 30th. Donations of new sleeping bags can be dropped off in the lobby at police headquarters located at 100 Police Plaza. Look for the donation boxes. Behavioral health response team officers and clinicians will distribute the sleeping bags to those in need as the weather gets colder. For health and safety reasons, used sleeping bags cannot be accepted. Also, monetary donations cannot be accepted by the police department. For more information, contact the Greensboro Police Watch Operations Division at 336-373-2496. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO shout out. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO shout out. This week's shout out goes to Summit Rotary Club. In partnership with the Greensboro Parks and Recreation Department, the Rotary is accepting nominations for its Student Improvement Awards. Each month, a Guilford County middle or high school student will be honored for overcoming personal obstacles and making academic progress. Nominations are due by 5 p.m. on the last day of each month from now through next April. Applications are online. Winners receive a $100 gift card and a plaque presented at the Rotary Club's monthly luncheon. They are also eligible for the Student of the Year Award. Nominations can be submitted by anyone who regularly interacts with the student and observed their improvement. For more information, send an email to sia@greensboro-nc.gov. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings, which airs on 90.1 FM and 100.7 FM. Be sure to download both weekly podcasts, Talk City Greensboro and Connect GSO. Plus, GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.